Thank you everyone for joining us in this live stream. We're coming to you live from Sichuan Cuisine Museum. My name is Lynn, and joining me today in this stream is Cheng Yue, who works as a guide at the museum.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Actually, it's my pleasure to have you this chance to show you around of this Sichuan Cuisine Museum. Yeah.
It's a beautiful museum, but today we have a slew of interesting activities lined up. It is the Dragon Boat Festival. So firstly, a happy Dragon Boat Festival to all our viewers celebrating.
Yeah.
So first up right here, I think everyone is really, waiting in anticipation.
Yes.
So we're about to witness something very, it's
It's very great. It's a surprise.
surprise. Yeah, that's right. Let the camera do the talking.
Okay.
So Cheng Yue, what we're seeing right now is a chef who has blindfolded himself, and he's using a broadsword. Oh my gosh, to cut this golden silk noodles, right?
This noodle is called the golden silk noodle, and this knife is around 2.5 kilos. And our chef is blinded with folded. Yeah, and this one is actually quite special because there's no water in this noodles. It's the color comes from the egg yolk only, and the flour and the salt. That's all. So it's very tough to make such kind of noodles.
I see, but also because of its tough texture, that's why it was selected. Is that a reason? I mean, there's so many different kinds of noodles. Why specifically the golden silk noodles?
Yeah, it's quite special. It can show his skills. As you see, it takes years to show such kind of skill.
Yeah, what we're seeing right now is, oh my god, they are cut into very thin noodles. I wonder how thin are they?
Later you can go and test.
So what he's about to do right now, he's holding
Put it through the needle hole.
a very thin needle and a very small hole, and he's trying to...
It can put through more than...
It's so thin, it can actually thread a needle.
Yes. It's more than 40 pieces. Yeah.
As we can see, our viewers here, your tourists here today, it ranges from kids as young as below 10 years old to even people of a somewhat an elderly group, right? So people of all ages are enjoying. Oh, and why is he burning this?
Because just what I said, there's no water. So it's dry. Relatively, it's almost dry. So it can burn, and as you see, it's not getting into ashes. It stays the same as a noodle.
Okay, so that really explains the reason why golden silk noodles was chosen. 谢谢.
That's why it's so attractive.
Yeah, amazing. I would like to ask him a couple of questions. Can we maybe speak to the chef? 师傅，来采访您几个问题好不好？ I think the English term for this is actually is it called the chopping or cutting of noodles?
Cutting noodles.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, blindfolded.
师傅怎么称呼您呢？
姓胡，古月福，哎。
Okay, so Master Chef Hu, right? Yeah, we can do the interview together with him, perhaps. So 第一个问题是，您这个是练了多久啊？
我这个就是练它时间还是非常长的。如果说做不来的，就是没有做过的，至少3年。 如果说像我们这种有10到20年的这个工龄了，20多年的工龄了，可能就要几个月就可以会了，因为我们这个练都是靠这个感觉，而且靠心灵在一起的，你看他这个切的这个手。
Okay. Right. So he's like saying, I think as a chef, if you've got about 20 years of experience, you just need a couple of months to actually master the skills.
Yeah, if you already have the basic skills, you know how to cut and how to deal with those things, it's easier. But if you know nothing about kitchen, actually it's tough.
3 years, I think he said that, right? And he injured himself. 您受伤了几次了？
这个应该是无数次了。无数次，就是说
countless times， 无数次。那你为什么还要坚持下去 ？Like why does he keep persevering？
这个还是就是自己的一个精神吧，就是我肯定是我自己喜欢这个川菜吧，所以说坚持下去。
He's persevering, right? Because he actually has passion for this, right? Wow. Okay. 所以您本身是练了几年？ 对，就练这个忙着就
这个蒙着这个我都已经做了5、6年了。
5、6年 ，OK。
哎，都做了5、6年了，就这个，你看他这个是。
He's been practicing for 5, 6 years now, blindfolding himself. I'm blindfolded cutting noodles.
You see, it's almost transparent. You can see
你看它是一个对比的，
handwritings behind.
这个是看得清楚。
Okay, but it's a bit, yeah. We have to read that later. Okay, 谢谢师傅。
不用谢，不用谢。
I wish we could actually explore more, but we have a second stop that we have to go to.
Another activities.
Yeah.
It's also very funny.
Very funny, right?
They're really funny.
Because-
and also you can send people some knowledge about this tradition.
Exactly. It should be fun because traditions, when people think of traditions, they may think that it's, because it's so old history, you need to link it up to something that's more relatable to today's age and day. Okay, I hear people. Wow, what's going on? Maybe we should just get our cameraman to, yeah. 来，我们进去看一下啊。
Here is Kitchen God Ancestral Hall. Here we have the worship activity. It's a ceremony.
So
they are bowing.
What are they praying to? I think with every single bow, she's saying something, right?
Yeah, you see that he's a kitchen god. So what they will respect for next year is rich food. Yeah, because in the old times, we don't have the technological item, the machines or whatever. We are all depending on the rains from the heaven. So the god, they believe that if we worship this god, next year he will offer us the rich food.
I see. I read somewhere that the kitchen god is known as the god of the household. He's like the main god of a family.
Yes, he's actually people not normally do this in temple. They always do it in their kitchens.
Their own kitchens.
Yeah.
And over here, actually most people, they have like a joystick in their hands.
Yeah.
One joystick, right?
Yeah, that's the steps. That's the costume. Yeah. Hold
So
one
first step, hold a joystick and then you bow 3 times.
Yeah, you hold it and you bow 3 times and you tell us what you want from the kitchen god or your respect for next year. And what you can see there, put the joystick in.
Can you pray for anything you want, or you have to follow like what the lady was announcing 3 different prayers just now? Do you have to follow what?
Yeah, it must be related to your food. It's not about your fortune or money or career. It's only about food.
I see. I see. Okay, it's nice to see again kids and some of the older people all praying together.
Yeah, you see older people, they know this costume. Normally it happens around 23rd or 24th at December lunar calendar. And for us, we want to tell those no matter young or old people, they should know this. So we hold this ceremony actually every major festivals.
Okay, so this ritual, rather, it's not specifically only celebrated during the Dragon Boat Festival, but major ones across, and it's across China, right? It's not just Sichuan province.
Yeah, it's all across China, but like this big one ceremony always happen in temple. People always do their own small kitchen.
Right. Well, it's a really sunny day today, and it's nice. It's nice to see that they're
He burned himself.
Cheng Yue, what are those people like above there? Those people in costumes.
This is like some priest, like the animals in old time, ancient time. People hunt them and give it to the gods. After the god eat those things, he will say good words to his supervisor, to protect us.
It's like a report card.
Yeah.
I'm reporting an oath.
Yes.
And now they're all entering the temple. Do you call it or the hall? Ancestral hall.
The candy from the kitchen gods.
Oh, they're getting candy.
Yeah, candy can eat.
They have this very nice, their foreheads.
Yeah, later we'll go and see this activity also.
Yeah? Oh, I recognize this one here.
Yeah, this is a Chinese characters.
Oh, careful. So these are like sugar candies?
Yeah, it's a sugar. It's sweet thing. You're saying that you're giving the kitchen god sweet thing. Also, he will say some sweet words.
You want to bribe the kitchen god so that he would say nice things about your family to the Is it
the top god.
to the top god? To someone higher?
Yes.
So then
yes.
he can come down and protect you.
Yeah, for
Right?
next year we can get the rich food, and also we get the sweet things.
But they're actually eating this sugar candy.
Yeah, it's eating.
So they're not exactly placing it
It's
on
like
a table.
after we give those animals or fruits or whatever to the god will also give us fortune about food. So he will give us those candies and we eat it. Yeah.
Okay, so I think there's still going to be like a couple more people. Okay, maybe we can. I'm not sure if you can actually hear us right now because I think someone is.
Yes.
Should we? Oh, it's okay. We'll do it the next round then. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, let's head back down. It's a very sunny day today. But again, to our audience, we are coming to you live from Sichuan Cuisine Museum, right? That's in the P2 district. That's about.
Here's the P2 district.
Yes, and I think we drove from Chengdu, the downtown Chengdu city center. So it's about 40 to 50 kilometers drive.
Yeah, that's
right? Okay. So you mentioned that this is celebrated across like China major festive periods, and the reason is you want to worship the kitchen god, which ultimately means that for a good harvest, for you to have enough food and drinks on your dinner table throughout the year.
It focus on the agricultural items. Like we got good harvest next year. Yeah.
So it includes harvest as well and food. I read.
This is a final step to say your thanks to kitchen god. Because now they didn't hold the joystick, so they do the different gesture. So that's the final one.
How long is the entire ritual? How many minutes?
Yeah, normally it takes around 15 to 20 minutes here.
I think. Great. Thanks for bringing us here, by the way. It's nice to see that all these traditional ritual actually, right, they're still ongoing. But before we leave, I would maybe just quickly recap, right, Cheng Yue. So what is happening right now is that they would enter.
They're getting a belt which has already have your fortunes or your best wishes, and later they will have the belt hanging on the bamboo.
Oh, you would use this red belt and hang it on the bamboo tree.
Yes.
You can see the red belts that they're holding. And you've got all these wishes that are written on the red belts as well. Okay, great. So moving on to our next stop. I mean, ideally, it would be nice to actually watch the entire ritual.
The ceremony.
Yeah. You were saying that they would enter the temple through the left door.
Yeah,
right?
It's like a costume. No matter which kind of temple, normally you get in from the left door, get out from the right door. Yeah, it's like another tradition.
And you can't enter the middle door because that's for the kitchen god.
Yeah, it's for the kitchen god.
Okay, great.
For the master.
So we're now here again at the Sichuan Cuisine Museum, and tell us a little bit about the history of this museum because you work here and you're from Sichuan, right?
I'm the local Sichuan person.
Yes.
Yeah, here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about the history of this museum.
Actually, the museum here lies here around 20 years.
Okay.
But for the Sichuan cuisine, it lies thousands of years. And for us, we just learn very little from his history. Yeah. So even for now, we try to do everything, try our best to express, to pass the knowledges to our peoples, especially the younger generation. Yeah.
For sure, I think right now, because I think for Sichuan cuisine itself, I mean, it's got, 3,000 years of history?
Yeah, it's more than.
More than 3,000 years. So as a local Sichuanese, right, if if I can maybe get you to give us like the 3 top things that we have to know, the 3 must-knows about the history of Sichuan cuisine to our viewers, what would be the 3 things that you want us to remember or to know of?
Okay, you see that from very ancient China, then Sichuan area has very rich food and very good resources like water or whatever. Yeah. But for the first thing I think we should remember is, do you know the Dujiang Dam? Yeah.
Irrigation system.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Because then the irrigation system, we are not just depending on the god. Yeah, like just the worship of kitchen god. Now we can get the more food than before. So for that time, then Sichuan cuisine as a kind of another dishes, we got the.
You were saying, yeah.
Yeah, we're saying that you see, Dujiang Dam gives us more food, so it's the first thing we should remember. And the second thing is about another immigration in dynasty. We have people from Hunan, Guangdong, everywhere that comes into Sichuan and bring us the different the vegetables or whatever. Especially the third thing is the most important one, the chili. Yeah, you see, like nowadays people, when you mention Sichuan hot pot, chili, pepper, the peppercorn, the Chinese Sichuan pepper, huajiao.
Yes.
Yeah.
The peppercorn, Sichuan peppercorn. So yeah, your 3 summaries, right? These are the 3 things that you would like people to know of Sichuan cuisine. Sichuan. Your abundant resources, which is the water, thanks to the dam, right? And secondly, you mentioned about people from different provinces.
Yeah, they bring us like sweet potato, corn. We said maize, and also potato.
Great. So Cheng Yue, we are okay. So I was just observing. We were walking through the museum just now, and we didn't really. I mean, there's not much crowd here.
Yeah, it's usually.
Is it because because of COVID-19? I mean, do you normally get more tourists like in previous years during your festive period?
If you compare with the previous years, the crowd has been sharply decreased. Normally we have the maximum limitation about 5,000 people every day, and for now we have to decrease it to like 30%.
Okay.
So maximum here we can receive 1,500 people per day, but actually it has never come up to
you don't even hit 1,500. You don't even hit your 30% capacity.
We don't have none.
How many are you seeing during this after you have reopened?
Yeah, like today we have only around 300 people only. Yeah.
So 20%, 1/5 of your 30%.
Yes.
Okay.
And also because of the government, those measurements about controlling, and we have to let the visitor, before they come in, they must wear the mask and test the temperature and also show us the health code.
Okay, so 3 things, your health QR code, body temperature, as well as mask. We should probably tell our viewers why we are not wearing a mask right now, because I think we're about to try some street food.
Yeah, because you see, before we move in, we already test the temperature.
Exactly.
We have already proved that we are safe.
Exactly. That's a good answer. Not just because we're going to try some street food, but because we have already passed the test, right? Okay, so this is it a
food zone?
Yeah, street food snacks. What do we have here? What would you recommend us?
Here we have more than 20 kinds of snacks.
20 kinds of snacks. They're all famous Chengdu snacks, right?
Yeah, these are all delicious local food.
I'm not going to try 20. I'm going to try maybe just a couple.
2 or 3.
Okay. So which one would you recommend?
Like this yam noodles.
Okay, let's see this.
It tastes sour and also you see this a little bit spicy.
Can we get one bowl to try? Yeah. I have actually never tried this, you know. I've tried tan tan mian, but this is
a yam noodle.
Qiu xiang fan. Oh.
Yeah, let me bring you the chopsticks.
Thank you. And you can hold my mic? Yeah. You don't have to try this because you're a local, right?
Yeah, I try it every day. I already tested it every day.
Do you not get bored of your...
No, not yet. Using more than 20 kinds every day, you can change 2 or 3.
It's very distinctively Sichuanese because, as it says, it's the peppercorn smell. My God, it's like it overwhelms everything else. Yeah. But why is it called yam noodles, though?
Because it was made by yam.
Okay, because
it has a yam powder.
Oh, that's to me, it isn't too distinctive in terms of the yam, but it's nice. If you like peppercorn, for sure. And it's no soup, right? It's not soup based, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe we can put this here. What else is good here? I think you have all these are 凉拌, cold dishes, right?
Yeah, cold dishes. This is seaweed.
Seaweed, and that's like a tofu skin.
Yeah, tofu skin.
So Chengdu is, in terms of the culture, right? I think street food and snacks, it really makes up a huge part of the Sichuan diet.
Yeah, it's for this one is so different from other provinces. Like our food actually is very popular in the ordinary people. Yeah.
For the masses. And is this the 是抄? Okay. This is another famous Sichuanese dish. A lot of
noodle,
yeah,
rice
exactly.
noodle. Do you want to try or let's
Maybe
go?
we can try the other one there. Maybe.
Yeah, we can go.
Yeah. So as we can see, they're not in terms of the crowds.
The people you see when we are in that temple, people are all there.
No wonder there's no one here eating anymore. they're
they're
busy praying. They're busy praying for a bountiful year. That's why.
馒头.
Oh, 馒头. 馒头我知道. Very nice, but mantou is not specifically Sichuanese, though. You find
Actually, it was created by a Sichuan person. Do you know 诸葛亮?
Of course.
Yeah, Three Kingdoms.
Yes.
It was created by him.
Created by him. Huh?
Yes, it's his
And then he
invitation.
popularized, yeah.
But this one named Yer, but this is a local Sichuan food.
What is inside Yoruba?
It's also sticky rice and wrapped it by the meat in it.
Any stuffings inside?
We have another 抄手.
Chao shou.
Dumplings.
Maybe we can just have a look at chao shou, which is it here?
Yeah, it's boiling. You have to ask the worker to boil it for you. Because they are fresh.
Actually, I find it interesting. Why do you call it chao shou here? Because I think in different parts of China, I know in the southern side they call it wantan, wantan min,
云吞.
云吞.
Yeah, 或者叫做馄饨.
Are they the same?
Yeah, normally they are same. Most of them they are the same. You see, even the shape, they look similar. But it's in local here. It's like a dialect.
So if you're in Sichuan and you want to eat this, is actually called chao shou.
Yeah,
but in the southern Guangdong side, it's called yun tun, wantan. Okay, it's still cooking. Maybe we can just.
boiling.
Do you want to try it, or should we go?
No.
Oh, you know the one. Okay, so now you're going to bring us to
The chili bean paste, the most important ingredient in Sichuan food.
because you find it in almost every single dish.
Yes. Especially 回锅肉, twice fried pork.
I love hui guoro. How do you call it in English again?
Twice fried pork.
Okay,
Because you have to boil it again.
Yes.
Boil it first, then fry it again. It's like double cooking.
double, right? And it's actually pork belly, right? I think in terms of the part of the pork. Wow, it's a really sunny day, and I think we have a little private tour because everybody's busy praying to the kitchen god.
Yes, they have.
Right? That's why it's just us.
Around 10 minutes later, they will come here.
It's okay. It's good that we are having this.
Here, before we enter the zone, we have to wear something.
Oh, okay.
It's like a hat.
Do we really have to wear it?
Yeah, we really have to wear it.
And our cameraman too?
Yeah, the same. Because we
Okay.
have to prevent the
Okay.
hair drop in the jar.
Okay, the last thing we want is our hair to drop in the jar. Because I don't want to ruin your freshly natural fermented ones, right? Okay, great. Okay. Even my cameraman, I wish I have a... You look very cute too. I wish I have a phone to take a picture of you right now with that. Okay, so take us away. What should we be looking out for here?
Yeah, we're looking for those is chili bean paste.
But this is dried though.
Yeah, because
This is
they,
more,
they,
yeah.
enjoy the sunlight.
I like how you use the word enjoy.
It is because only the sunlight can give them fermentation and they give the good smell. And you can see this one, it has a different color. This is a little bit black, this one a little bit red. This is fresh. This is a 2018.
So it's only been 2 years.
Yeah,
you know,
2
Cheng Yue, talk to us about the years. I understand that different years mean different things when you ferment it.
Yes,
right?
and they have the same materials, totally, completely the same. Like chili bean,
Yep.
chili, the fresh one must be fresh, okay, not dry one. And the broad bean also fresh.
Okay.
And another thing is the Sichuan whale salt,
Ah,
Cheng
okay.
Yue, whale
Jingyan.
salt.
Oh, okay,
And
right.
you put them together, let the temperature raise up, and it got fermented itself. And then you let him enjoy the sunlight and collect the dew and afternoon. And then it comes like this.
Okay, so in a nutshell, 3 raw materials. You mentioned that you've got the chili, the fresh chili,
Yeah.
broad beans, and well salt.
Yes.
Then you mix it together, and then you just put it under the sun.
Yeah.
Right?
Put it under sand, you have to do something like this.
Oh, she's gonna show. Yeah.
Like this, we have to put it down here and lift it up.
Is that called? Oh wow. Is that called flipping?
Yeah, it's flipping. And on the surface one already enjoy the sunlight, it comes to down.
Ah, how often do you have to flip in a day?
Just twice per day.
Twice per day.
Yeah, morning and night.
Okay. Okay. And after flipping it?
It's just like this. Normally we give that this 2 years, you can make it cook something like what we said, 回锅肉
Yes.
and mapo tofu.
Okay.
This makes it a little bit spicy and
Okay.
also it has a good smell.
So if I actually have a spoon right now, I can actually just
Yeah, you
use
can
it
just
right
take
away
it.
and fry it with my pork.
Yes.
And with my tofu, mapo tofu, right?
mapo tofu.
Great. This is 2 years old. Can you show us what's the difference between the different ages? So 2018, this one is
4
20,
years.
2016 perhaps, right?
Yeah.
It's already dry. What is the optimum age? Like, because there are different levels.
Yeah, different like Sichuan people, they love spicy things. And also first year you can use it fry the hot pot, the soup of it. The second year, 回锅肉 or mapo tofu. Third year you can use to something which has no spicy and or people who don't like spicy flavor.
I see.
Yeah, like that.
Like me, maybe.
Okay.
I'm good, but I just not too spicy. Okay.
Okay,
so
here I can show you
yeah.
the last one.
Yeah.
The longest
so all these are
one.
all chili bean
Yeah,
paste,
they're
right?
all here.
Wow, look at this one right here. This is so dark. This is why is this 2016? Oh, this has been 4 years actually.
Yeah, this is 4 years. You say it's the darkness because the time gives it the affection like this.
What's the maximum number of years?
Here we have the one from 2009.
10 years, 11 years.
Yeah, 11 years is here.
And what is it used for?
Actually, this one is like for doing some
Can I-
research,
Research.
not for eating, not for eating.
Oh. And what have you researched about? Can you share with us your findings of your research?
The time has affection on it every year. What's the difference compared to last year? And this is not bad. This is not bad one. It can still be eaten, but it's just like if you are for family cooking, there's just no need to leave it such a long time.
Yeah, because normally 3 to 4 years would be okay, right?
4 to 5. That's
4 to 5
maximum.
years. Yeah, so there you go. 2009. 3 raw materials, you mix it and then you
It's the
flip
same.
it. You let it suntan under the sun.
Yeah, collect the dew.
Exactly to do, okay.
Yeah. So
these are old, and these are like also 几年
yeah,
的
the
这个
same 2016, like the one we just see there.
True, but
Because
they're
the
not all
longer
same
the color deeper.
Right. So again, this is like the soul, right? 这里说川菜之魂
The soul.
the soul. Without it, you can't cook your Sichuan dishes.
It's not very late, like 1% you can cook. The rest you just has no soul of it. So
Okay.
here we have the soya sauce.
Okay, the soya sauce. Oh, these are beans, right?
Yeah, it's a yellow
Yellow
bean.
beans. And and you've got the sauce in the middle. Can we? Can we? Can we try? Do you have a small spoon that I mean, how salty it is.
Yeah, it's better we try it outside there.
But
not
I want to
here.
try it fresh off the.
Okay, just use your little finger, do
But
it
my
like
finger
this.
is not very clean right now.
Just like dropping.
But my finger's not very clean right now. I'm
Just
not
test-
holding.
test very,
Really?
Very
I don't
little.
suggest you to do this. I'm doing it
Use,
because it's
use
my
your,
own.
use your tongue, lip.
好咸啊, it's super salty. It's even more salty than what you sell outside.
No, it's better than the one you bought in supermarket.
Actually, it is. It is better because it's saltier. I don't know.
The time, you see, after the sunlight, the water goes out. What they have is sauce in it. So the density is different. Yeah, they're different. Cheng Yue, this is called soya sauce. And Shengchou Laochou, they are from here. They have already added something else, like water.
To make it
It's like gasoline and the oil basically.
Yeah.
石油和
But the main crux, the main is still from soy sauce, right?
Yes,
Then you
yes.
add other stuff. Great. How long again? Can you just briefly recap in terms of yellow beans, right?
Yeah, it comes from yellow beans, salt, a little bit flour.
Flour.
Yeah, flour, sorry.
Okay. So 3 things, and then the same thing. You mix it, and then you let it.
Then you covered it with the same, let it ferment it. And then you have to use this one like a filter.
This is the filter.
Yeah.
Great. You know what? I like it so much. I'm going to try one last bit
Okay,
before.
Do it yourself.
Come, just one drop.
Very little?
It is
yeah, okay, do it
so.
now.
It is so. And it's very. It's much thicker than what you actually see. I wonder, is it because after packaging it, when you want to sell it, do you change anything or
No,
whatever that
even-
you?
Even you can just come as a visitor. You come and
Yeah.
you collect here by yourself.
Wow,
Okay.
you can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
And you. Yeah, and you just fill it. Do you want one? And you just fill it into your bottle, and then you just can bring it home. You pay and you bring it home.
It's like in old times, people when you go to some shop buy soya sauce, it's the same way.
Right. Great. Thank you for introducing us, because for our audience, Sichuan food lovers, right?
Yeah.
You do know the taste. It's very oily, it's very peppery, salty, and these are the 2 main ingredients.
Yes.
I'm curious. This has been passed down for like hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Do people still ferment and make the chili bean paste this way today?
Most of them, if they do at home, they still do the same way. But you see nowadays, things has changed. The time has changed. Normally we go to supermarket and buy it, and for factory they have the highly technology. They will make it fermented faster than. Okay, we'll remove this.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. You want to help me out? Okay. So a lot of factories these days, they may not use the same way anymore, right?
This takes too long. You see, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year.
Yeah.
It really takes too long. So for factories, normally several months or maximum 1 year. And also you can see the difference is this is dry.
Yeah.
And what you get from the supermarket, it has some oil. The oil can help you prevent the air comes into the chili bean
I
paste.
see.
Yeah.
That's why you can last longer.
Yeah, you can last long.
Right,
That's
preserve longer, that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. So again, this museum, I understand, because it's the Dragon Boat Festival.
Yeah.
You actually have a cooking school.
Yeah, not a cooking school, or we can say some cooking class.
Cooking classes.
Yes.
And you teach Sichuanese dishes, right?
Yeah, we told them specifically it must be Sichuan cuisine, because here is Sichuan Cuisine Museum. Some, especially foreigners, they love to come here and learn some dishes.
Yeah? What kind of main dishes do they learn here?
Sure, like we mentioned, mapo tofu. It's spicy,
Yes.
it's numb, it has the Sichuan peppercorn.
Yeah. Besides mapo tofu,
How about kung pao chicken? Do
oh,
you like
kung
it?
pao chicken, yes, I can do that. Hello. Cute. Hello. Yeah. So they can learn how to cook. And you know what, Cheng Yue, how long have you been working as a guide here?
Here more than 1 year.
More than 1 year. And I'm sure you have taken many foreigners, right?
Yeah, sure.
Around. What are these foreigners most curious about? What is it they want to find out here at the museum?
Here they were told here as the major part about Pixie. It's the chili bean paste. So first thing they will ask is about chili bean paste. And some of them, they have they want to try the spicy things.
Yeah.
So especially they will be curiosity show to the mapo tofu. Yeah.
Okay. But they must love Sichuan food. That's why they come
Yeah.
here.
Also they are curious about the history. Yeah.
I think the history is really amazing, because this museum, I understand, has got over 6,000 cultural relics, You show the kitchenware, you show the utensils.
Yes, it has everything in that lobby, the hall.
I would like to, maybe delve on that a little bit more, but now here we're at another stop. What do we have here?
Here is the sugar.
Okay.
There's the maltose.
Okay. 可以展示一下吗? Okay. What is this called what's the name of this dish? Do you have a name for this dish?
Maltose is like
Maltose,
a
okay.
snack. It's
Okay.
not a dish.
Oh,
It's
I'm
for
sorry, it's a
children,
snack.
especially so for children.
Okay, we are not children, but I'm just gonna try, yeah?
Okay, just try it.
是这样做吗?
Sure.
Is this the only way to
Yeah, you can
prepare
twist, stir it.
it? Okay.
Keep doing that.
一边吃一边讲，
一边这边整。
不然的话它会流下去。你看，
Oh my, 你可以帮我
It's
拿。
very soft.
Oh, no, thank you. But it's not very sweet.
Yeah, this is maltose. It's not added sugars in it.
And what's the reason behind?
Usually in poor times,
Wait, am I supposed to keep eating and keep
yeah, keep doing that. Stir it.
Really?
Twist.
But I just want to eat. I don't want to stir. I have too much to think already. I don't want to eat actually. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So you were saying that there's a significance to this snack.
Yeah,
right?
you see, if like 30 years ago we are suffering from the poor, and people, for them, if you can get something sweet, that's really a huge happiness. Yeah, it's for a rich family they can get such kind of things.
So in a nutshell, sugar is definitely. I think definitely sugar it plays a very important role, especially for poor areas, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. Everyone should try some. 你们这个吃过吗？
没有
哎，小时候
哦，小时候吃过。
吃过，会经常吃吗？
小时
So
候
these are my
经常
colleagues who are here with us today. 小斌
Hi.
and hi. So we are all here today just to accompanying us during this live stream. Great.
Yeah, let me hold this.
Yeah, thank you. I find it so hard that you have to keep spinning into it. It's not like a candy. So it doesn't have so only one ingredient, right? Maltose, right?
Yeah, maltose.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you. And this is a famous childhood snack.
Yeah, it's for childhood.
I think you call it stirred sugar. Okay, moving on. Okay. It's I think the weather forecast said that it was going to rain today, but it didn't rain.
It's wrong. You see, for Sichuan area, it normally happened because it was surrounded by the mountains.
Mountains,
Yeah.
yes.
It gives so many changes.
Yes.
This way?
So I think in fact we're having a heat stroke right now instead of a rain, right? But it's good. So now we're going to bring you to our final stop. But before we get there, I want to ask you as a person, because you are from Sichuan, what does celebrating the Dragon Boat Festival mean to you? Like you grew up with the festival.
You see, when you are young, you just go and enjoy the activities, go out playing, you feel funny. But actually, when you grow up, especially when I worked in this museum, I think it's my responsibility to pass those knowledge to the younger generation. Let them know those old things. They are not something just old or stubborn. They are funny also. Yeah.
I see. So you basically got to appreciate more, right, of the meaning of the festival after you've grown up. Oh, okay, we better catch it before. Oh, you look at my stirred sugar. It's okay. Hey. Let's check out what's happening right now. Wow, beautiful! Yeah. Hello. 孩子要画吗？
它太小，它能画吗？
可以画的，
可以画。
画一个吧，留。
这就是专门给小朋友画驱邪避灾的。对。
哦，来吧。
So you can actually draw different characters, right? It's up to you. What character do you want? Because what she's having right
Actually, it's fixed. For the boys,
Yeah.
normally we has a Chinese character named Wang,
For
King.
boys, yeah.
And for female, normally we have the flowers
now, which is
on
what
it.
she's having right now on
Yeah,
her
it
forehead.
looks beautiful. Looks soft, gentle.
啊，最后一个了。
but do they mean the same thing though? If I have a flower on my head and if I have a
It's the
Wang
same,
character.
Actually, it's the same function, but it's like our wish is like hope boys to be very brave. So we have the kingdom on it. To wish the girls to be more beautiful. So we have the flowers. But they are the same function.
right? It brings the same meaning. 啊，是第一次画是吧？
第一次，
第一次 first time 多大了呀？
我1岁了，你好，
我得跟我们观众，我们在直播。
你好，我们第一次，我们刚满1岁，我们满1岁2天了，对不对？
哎呀，你也是第一次吗？
我也是第一次。
哦，也是第一次 ，It's your first time.
Yeah, normally people don't know about those things.
Very nice. 那你们对这个端午节有什么？What do you wish for? 有什么
You see, for
No, can you ask them for me? What do they wish for?
OK，这个端午节你觉得有什么期望吗？
啊，对，期望。
哦，端午节嘛，肯定就是这刚刚说的呀，祈福驱灾嘛，然后一家人健健康康、平平安安这样子。因为端午节对中国人来说是传统的节日，也是非常有文化底蕴的，所以说我们也非常高兴能在这过端午节，是不是？
我觉得平平安安跟健康好重要啊。
对
，especially right now with the COVID-19, we just want to be healthy a lot. Great. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so just a quick one before we also wrap up. 谢谢你们哈。This one is actually, what is this made of?
This is a realgar.
A realgar wine.
Yes, it's mixed with some alcohol. It's high degree, not the grape wine. It's high degrees.
So it only has realgar wine here, or is it mixed with other stuff as well?
Nothing else. Yeah, realgar powder and the alcohol. Yeah.
I think I read somewhere that realgar wine is actually used as an antidote for poisons. So if you actually, for adults, you can drink it a little bit to ward off like evil and the poisons.
Yes, it happens. It's like a costume there. Actually, if we write it on your forehead, also it can expel the evil. Where we see some poisoned animals like snakes,
Right.
Yeah, it can expel them.
Okay, is this tradition, I mean, is it still going strong? Every year, do you see a lot of people coming here to...
Yeah, actually, if they didn't get in here, they won't know about this. But once they come in, they will call for the memory rights. When they were young, also they get such kind of things.
I see.
Yeah.
And this is across China, or is it just Sichuan province?
Yeah, it's across China. It's across.
Do you want me to draw one for you? Do you need a teacher to draw for
I
you?
do it for you.
I suppose you can, and I can do it for you too after that.
Okay, let me try.
It doesn't matter who draws it for you, right?
It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
just this thing is...
Can I have both? I want to be brave and I want to be...
Oh, there your
Pretty
forehead
sure.
not that big.
I'm kidding. Just, oh, I stepped on this third sugar. Oh my gosh. And my shoes are stuck right now. Oh my God.
Okay. You want the kingdom or...
Surprise me.
Okay, you guess.
Surprise me. This is literally my first time experiencing this.
Oh, okay,
I can feel it. It's so obvious. It's warm.
Yeah, a little bit not so beautiful.
But does it matter though if it's a female or male? It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No. I know. Thank you. But to our audience, Wang, it actually means king, the character.
Yes.
And like you said, for the males, because you want them to be brave. But I think the end meaning is the same. You're using realgar wine,
Yeah, it's the
and you just want to ward off like poison, evil spirits, anything negative. So I'm wishing personally for myself, all of you, my loved ones, family, friends from around the world, good health, friendship, happiness.
Yeah, best wishes.
Best wishes. And what are you wishing for?
For me, I hope life will be better and better, especially this kind of pandemic.
Yes.
It can disappear as soon as possible, really.
For sure. I think right now is the crucial period of pandemic, right? Yes. Okay, again, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for bringing us on a tour.
Yeah, you're welcome. Really, it's my pleasure to have this opportunity to show the people such kind of costume, those traditions.
Right. I had a good time. I think I learned a lot as well about the traditions. Like, for example, my stirred sugar, if you remember, I stepped on it. Okay, great. So I think with that, we wrap up today's live stream. Again, happy Dragon Boat Festival.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. This is the Sichuan Cuisine Museum.
Yes, this is.
It's in Chengdu. You can just drive out or take the public transportation, right?
Yeah, you can take the bus. It's in Chengdu P2 district.
P2 district. Yes. And you pay 60 yuan
Yeah, just 60 yuan you can enjoy everything just we say just now.
All the noodles, everything else is all
Yeah,
like
sure, for
all you
sure.
can eat, by the way.
Yeah, it's from morning to afternoon. Anytime you can just go and enjoy yourself.
Great. And also do check out the Cultural Relics Museum. Plenty of stuff inside, over 6,000,
Yeah,
right?
over.
Showing you kitchenwares, utensils, basically the history of this rich Sichuan cuisine.
Yeah, like the mantle we saw in the food zone.
Yes. Okay, with that, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye, and I hope you had a great
Bye-bye.
time.